underlining issues of violence, particularly gun violence, if we do not function and operate and have the same compassion and commitment that we've shown here as a community. And finally, I want to thank you as the media. You were very helpful to us in keeping things straight, keeping the facts straight, reporting the stories in a way that that really helped us to be able to do our job. So, Chief.
Thanks, Mayor. I want to officially announce that the search for Steve Stephens has ended. At approximately a little bit after 11 today, Pennsylvania State Police officers received a tip that the vehicle that we were looking for, the white Ford Fusion, was in a McDonald's parking lot near Erie, PA. Those officers responded. The vehicle fled from that area. There was a short pursuit in which the vehicle was stopped. As the officers approached that vehicle, Steve Stephens took his own life. We are grateful to the people that gave this tip to the Pennsylvania State Police. We're grateful that this has ended. We would prefer that it had not ended this way, because there are a lot of questions, I'm sure, that not only the family, but the city in general would have had for Steve as to why this transpired. Again, our condolences are still with the family of Mr. Godwin, and you've all heard them on the news lately. They were forgiving, excuse me, they were forgiving of Steve for committing this act, and then we need to follow their lead. There are other victims in the city and around this country, and we continue to work hard to bring closure to those families also. There are a lot of things about this that we don't know, a lot of circumstances that we're still gathering. As Detective Schatz said, Sergeant Schatz, stated, we're in the early stages of this. It's been probably less than an hour since this transpired. So as we get that information, we'll get it out. But I know that my partners here, Steve and Pete, would like to come up and say a couple words. Steve?
Just real quick, as we discussed, the goal from 2 o'clock Easter Day was to make sure that no one else was a victim of violence by Mr. Stephens. And even though investigation is continuing, we believe that to be the case. That was the number one goal. Obviously, the other goal was to bring Mr. Stephens in safely, and unfortunately, he chose that not to be the case. So again, we thank the public, as we said from day one, less than 45 hours ago. The public would be key to bringing the tip that was needed to resolve this situation. That's exactly what happened, and kudos to the Pennsylvania State Police for doing an outstanding job and in addressing the tip and bringing this to a conclusion. With that, Pete.
Thanks, Steve. Just real quick, I want to thank all the men and women standing up here for their dedication, but I also want to thank all the Deputy U.S. Marshals, FBI agents, Cleveland police officers, all the officers who have been up all night for the last couple nights working on this case, pursuing every single lead. So I want to thank them for their dedication and their service. Thank you.
Before we take questions, just really quick, no information regarding law enforcement tactics is going to be discussed. So we'll open it up now for questions.
Chief, talk to us a little bit more about that pursuit, how exactly it unfolded. I know you weren't there, but
again, we're trying to get that information from the Pennsylvania State Police officers. We initially got the information it was a short pursuit in which the vehicle was stopped. As the officers approached the vehicle, Steve took his own life.
Did you suspect it was already there? We had that ping that we talked about yesterday.
We searched that area prior. We searched that area initially on Sunday when we got that ping up in that area of Erie, PA. We were in the process today of going back and doing a more thorough search of that area, both ground and air assets, when this transpired.
You said previously, I know the U.S. Marshals had said either Stephens had killed himself or he was being helped by someone. Do you guys believe that he was being harbored by anyone throughout this 48-hour period?
Again, we don't know. I mean, anybody that's been, that way east in the Erie, PA area knows there are a lot of places to hide. There are a lot of remote areas. There are a lot of woods, farms and barns and things like that. So until we actually can get our investigators up there to confer with the state police officers and really look in the vehicle itself and maybe track back hopefully some people that may have seen him along the way today, we won't actually know where he was and what he was doing.
Did he shoot himself in the head?
I don't know. We don't know that
Did he
yet.
die on the scene?
Yes, he did.
You had talked this morning about Border Patrol was notified. You didn't know where he could be in the U.S. Is that kind of a conclusion? Did you have a better idea? How'd you narrow it down?
I can't comment on that.
If you had narrowed it down, is there a reason why you wouldn't want that information out there to everyone?
Well, we put out the information, first of all, locally here. We put out the information then statewide, and then we came back and we expanded that search. So as we got information through leads, through our investigators that have been working day and night on this, then we expanded that search area.
Chief, is there any information prior to hearing where he was?
Not that we have right now.
Does he have any ties there? Do you know?
Not that we know of right now, but again, we're taking a slow, cautious approach with this right now. We're making sure that we go back and retrace as much as possible. There may be connections that we don't know about, and if people in that area have seen him not put two and two together over the last couple of days, we're still encouraging them to call that FBI tip line.
So this was a private citizen who called like 911?
Again, I don't know. When we get that information, we'll get it out to you guys.
Is there a higher level of alert in Erie because of that thing?
I wouldn't say a higher level of alert, but we did have people actually on the ground in that area on several occasions looking at not only the surrounding area, but that immediate area for the ping.
Have you had a Cleveland police presence in Erie since Sunday?
No, not a Cleveland police presence, but our federal partners were engaged in that area.
Have you done anything to alter his appearance, for instance, shaving his hair?
Again, I don't know. This happened, again, less than an hour ago. So our investigators are on their way now. We have several of our federal partners already there conversing with the state police in Pennsylvania. And as soon as we get all those details, we'll definitely push that back out.
Have you spoken with the family?
We've spoken with all the families involved, all the people that are really involved in this case. They've been notified, and we ask that you guys give them a little space in this because for them, it's not over. So we ask that you give them some space.
Are you guys disappointed that it ended this way? I know you touched on it a little bit, but how disappointed are you?
Well, this started with one tragedy and ended, with another person taking their own life. And loss of life is a loss of life. We would like to have brought Steve in peacefully and really talk to him to find out exactly why this happened, because there may be other people out there that are in similar situations that we can help by finding out why he did what he did and what kind of drove him to this. And we talked about this a little bit a couple of days ago. If there are people out there that are in what we call sometimes a dark place, or they think they need help, they need to reach out and call. They can call the Division of Police, and we can forward things to our Adams Board, our mental health community here in Northeast Ohio. But if you're feeling, not quite right, and if there are things going on in your life that you need assistance with, you need to reach out and call somebody, and we'll get you that help.
The Pennsylvania police said it was a brief pursuit. Do you know what the definition of brief is?
Short.
A lot.
I don't have the exact measurements, but that's the same information we got. It was a short pursuit.
Cruiser
Yes.
with lights and all the whole 9 yards?
That's the way they're equipped.
Do you know anything about the minutes before that? Was he eating at that McDonald's?
No, we don't have that information. Again, as soon as we get the real finite details of this, we'll get it out to everybody.
We'll be talking with the Office of Public Affairs there too to make sure that we have all the pertinent information to be able to give you guys a little bit more of an update. Like we said, very early in the investigation, Haitian Center for Media is still open, and it'll stay open, And as we have more information and it's timely, we'll continue to put that out. So thank you.
And one thing before we leave, the marshal hit on it. There were dozens and dozens of officers, not just here in Cleveland, but around this country involved in this. And I don't think we could have gotten to a resolution this quickly without their help, and definitely without the public's help. That's always crucial in incidents like this. So I want to thank our men and women out there in law enforcement, and definitely thank the people around the country that called in. Again, almost 400 tips on this that we have to follow up on, and that just shows the vigilance of the people in this country.
Did the partnerships created by the RNC help you to be able to mobilize quicker with federal resources, FBI, U.S. Marshals?
Well, the RNC was a big test for us, but we had these partnerships long before the RNC. I mean, I've known Steve for over 10 years. I've known Pete for over 15 years. Eric from ATF, Drew. I mean, we worked together in the city for the last 20 years. So a lot of people talked about us coming together. We're always together. I call these guys and they're there just like that, and vice versa. So there is no disconnect with law enforcement here in Northeast Ohio.
Do you worry with all the attention that's gotten this high-profile case that there could be a ripple effect that other people might be encouraged?
No, we're not. We're not even putting that energy out there. I think everybody has learned from this. I think the people on social media kind of know the power, and I think they know the harm it can do. So we've talked before about people not living their lives on social media and being truthful in social media and not harming people via social media. And, this is a prime example. This is something that should not have been shared around the world, period. And, our kids, although they should not have seen this, I'm sure a lot have, they need to take this as a lesson. We can't do this in this country. We just can't do it.
Chief, in that vein, have you or any of the other law enforcement officials involved had direct conversations with Facebook about how to prevent this, about this particular incident, how to prevent it in the future?
I have not had personal conversations with any social media outlet. We have direct connections with them, but I'm sure this is something that's on the radar, maybe of some of our political leaders, our city, state, and federal leaders out here, to have those conversations, not just with Facebook, but with all social media. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Sorry I wasn't answering your questions. I just wanted you guys to hear that as it was happening live. They say they found him dead. That's the name of the video of the stream. But the ones that are in here late, excuse me, they said that they chased him for a short time in Erie, Pennsylvania. Then when the officers approached the car, he took his own life. I don't see any proof evidence of it. I'm just going by what they're saying. So. But be careful. Sorry about my voice. I woke up. My voice is messed up this morning. Yesterday when I was doing research on this, I found a lot of people making the Stevie Stevie Facebook pages, mimicking, like they were talking, putting him on a pedestal, acting like they were gonna, do stuff like that. That's why I said in my last video, be careful what you. Still be careful because there's copycat killers. There's going to be people that want their 15 minutes of fame. Yeah. Any comments, questions, or anything? And no, order of magnitude, I did not see this on Alex Jones. Actually, it was Facebook, and it was Fox Carolina that put it. That's the live stream that we were just watching. Come on, turn around. But yeah, supposedly they found him dead, so.
You see, he killed
yeah,
himself?
I'm live streaming right now. But, oh, and I did watch a video too. The day before he had killed that old man, that 75-year-old man, or 74-year-old man, they did say, there's a video that's out. I found it on Facebook. And he said that this wasn't the first time he had done this. Even though the news reported it, it was the first time that he had never done anything like this. You know, he was a really good guy. And then, you know, the reports that I saw. But then you turn around and you watch his video that he turned around and he was saying that this isn't the first time that he had other bodies stored away that he had killed. And one I think was an abandoned church, the other one was an abandoned house, and he had a few others that he had kept track of those deaths, but he was going to keep track of these deaths. So, you know what I mean? We're still not getting the full story from the mass media. You have to dig for it on your own. I put a lot of those links in the video that I put out before this about the 5-state manhunt. What'd you see on CNN, Soul Sal? Did you see on CNN that they were talking like he was a good guy, like he had never done it before? Or that, you know, they finally come out and admitted that he had done this kind of shit before? It's kind of curious on what you meant. And I'm probably going to keep this one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see very many places covering it. I saw it on Facebook. The Fox Carolina, they were, you know, live streaming it. So I wanted to try to get it. I didn't get the very beginning of it when they, you know, right as they first started talking. But I wanted to get it out there to you guys as fast as possible. Headline only? Yeah, see, that's... Why is there no other dead bodies? He supposedly was going to go, you know... on this big, huge killing spree, and there's only one found body that's dead. They haven't produced any evidence that he's dead yet. So, you know, we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off now. I'm going to keep it short so it stays about as long as a video so other people can, you know, can watch it. I appreciate you guys coming. Rate, comment, subscribe. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you. But I wanted to get this out there. And yesterday I tried to upload that video I uploaded yesterday, and it took 2 hours to upload it. And so I wanted to do it live, and that way I didn't take 2 hours to upload it, and you guys got to see it as it happened. So yeah, see, he mentioned that he had killed 13, going on 14, but in the same video that was going viral that he was actually a passenger of the car, not driving, he also says 14 going on 15. So where's all the dead bodies? And none of this adds up. None of it makes any sense. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. That's all we can do is just keep your eyes open and your ears open and watch and listen. And, you know, hopefully he is. And hopefully he was just a crazy dude. And he wasn't a government shill, as I said in my last video, was a possibility. But if you just look at all the inconsistencies, they can't keep up with their lies, the news. They can't, you know, he says multiple different things in his streams and his videos that he did. They took down Facebook. They took down his Twitter, which the FBI and the cops could have used to track him down faster. You know, he gives his personal cell phone number out on a live stream. He admits to saying that he had killed all these people already. Yeah, but don't selfies go the opposite way? Yeah, but I've watched plenty of videos, and even in my videos that I record, when I'm sitting in my driver's seat, you can clearly see I'm sitting in my driver's seat, and the seat's off to the right-hand side of me, not to the left. You see what I'm saying? So, like right now, you can see this door is to the left side of me, you know, so, but even if not on that, if you notice, he's focused more on the phone and focused more on the phone call than he is the road. And you don't see his arm going up and down his shoulder like he's driving. So, you know what I mean? It just don't make any sense to me. And then, you know, like I said, there's also a part of the video I picked up on yesterday because I watched it several times. And you could actually hear a horn being blown that sounded like it was coming from inside the car, like a car horn. And you didn't see his body moving in any way, shape, or form to honk the horn. You know what I mean? So, is this too much inconsistencies? One, they say he's driving a white van. Then they turn around and say he's driving a Ford, Corolla, I think is what they said. You know, they couldn't keep up their story. They said they hadn't found anything on him, any criminal record or anything other than, you know, driving, driving violations and stuff like that. Then they say that they turn around and the night before he had did this, that the police had found a bunch of guns in his house and he had registered at that house for 15 years. You said none of that makes any sense. You know, why are you going to do a raid on the guy's house if you don't think he's doing anything wrong? Yeah, Ford Focus. That was it. Thank you. But, you know, none of that makes any damn sense to me. You know, what he did was wrong. I'm not taking away from that. It was very wrong. It was messed up in every way, shape, or form. That old man did not have to die. Now, whether we're getting all the facts or not of why and how, I don't know. I know that live stream is real where he shot the person. I know that was real. I've seen videos where they used a cleanup crew to clean it up and stuff like that. But it to me, and in my mind, the way it thinks, and I look at all the different possibilities, there's just too much inconsistency for it. For him, I mean, where's the body toll? I'm glad there isn't, but where is it? You know what I mean? He's supposed to be going to go on this big old mass murder spree. Then where is the these bodies that supposedly he did years ago? You know what I mean? And then he supposedly he talked to his mom and everything, told his mom, you know, this was what's going on. And, you know, then they turn around and supposedly his mom told him she didn't care. You know what I mean? But from what I see, his family's disowned him. There's just too many inconsistencies, too many stories, too many he said, she said to know actually what's going on right now. Hopefully he is dead. Hopefully he was working on his own and he wasn't being paid to do so. We don't know. I'm just going off what I see and none of it makes sense. That's the thing. You got to think outside the box. You know what I mean? You got to, we all know, you know, during all the presidential stuff that was going on and everything, the Soros and Clinton and Obama and stuff, they were paying people to mess around in the rallies of Trump's, to beat up Trump supporters. They're still doing it, to killing Trump supporters. So, you know what I mean? It's not past them or above them to do stuff. You know, why did they say he was a black man and his family says he's a black man, but now they say he's Muslim? I mean, there's just too many red flags for me. And as soon as I get more figured out, more understood, I will be putting it up in the video. Exactly. He drove 350 miles without being spotted once. That doesn't make any sense to me. They pinged his phone 100 miles away from where the murder took place. Why weren't they right on him? You know, that doesn't make any sense. They ping his phone. They supposedly are pinging his phone from everybody. I know you can be black and Muslim. I understand that. Trust me, Muhammad Ali, changed his name. I'm not saying that. But you mix all these different things together and none of it makes sense. But why weren't they on him when they pinged him 100 miles away from the murder site? And then, that should have been right on him. But then they turn around and all these people are texting and calling him, and the news is coming out and saying, yeah, we are, you guys are helping us. You're calling it his phone and texting his phone. So it pings off the satellites, off the cell towers, so that we can, get his coordination. But of all the text messages and phone calls that they received, and I've seen screenshots of some of them, why weren't they able to track him down like that? You know what I mean? Not 3 days later. We got Sunday, Monday, today's Tuesday, so 3 days. Then you turn around and look at the Facebook, and the news is saying the Facebook post or page was taken down 3 days after it happened. Well, wait a minute. Today would be the third day after it happened. There's just too many holes. None of it makes any damn sense. I didn't say the shooting was fake. I just said the shooting is real. He did kill that guy, and my thoughts and prayers are out for his family and any other victims that he may have taken. I never said the shooting was fake. Actually, if you go to the links on my Facebook, I put up a post where I found a video where it shows the cleanup crew cleaning up the area, hazmat. And I say to all the stupid people that thinks the shooting is fake, watch this. I never, ever, ever said the shooting was fake, and I never did. So, yeah. Sup, Grant Hubbard? So anyway, that's just my thoughts, my take on it from the information that I have right now. By all stretch of the means, at this time, it is not the 100% fact truth of what I think, but nothing adds up to me with this whole situation. So, like I said, I want to try to keep this short so it stays, 20, 30 minutes so that other people will watch it and they can get their eyes open with, looking outside of the media. And if I make it too long, it scares people away and they won't watch it. So, but anyway, there you guys got it, the live as they were given the report. And actually, apparently before CNN even touched it. And my thoughts and opinions on what's going on. And there is no proof that he's dead. There is no proof. And that's what I said, we got to keep our eyes open. And not just for the no proof that he's dead, but what if there's copycat killers? You look up Steven or Stevie Steven or Steve Steffens, and there's plenty of other people that are mimicking his Facebook. So, you know what I mean? Good morning, Granny. You know what I mean? So even if he is dead, there's still possibility of a copycat killer. So just still be careful. Watch yourselves, watch your family, watch your friends. You see anything out of the ordinary, make sure you take it and you turn it into the police department, your local police department. And if you feel like you're being threatened, defend yourself. If you're able to carry a concealed carry or an open carry, do so. And be prepared to defend yourself or anybody else. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad he's dead, I hope. Suffered and suffering in the deepest part of hell. Yes, he is a piece of shit. And like I said, it could all be Hollywood. I mean, even some of the ISIS videos, and I believe ISIS is real, but even some of the ISIS videos were proven green screen. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on and on. But, it is, I want proof too. I go off facts. I want proof that he's dead. You know what I mean? Where's all the videos? Where's all the news reports, showing his body, that he's dead? There's supposed to be a nationwide manhunt. You'd think they would show the video of his car with his license plate number that they've supposedly put out and then show his body, you know what I mean? So that they could show without a reasonable doubt he's dead. So and that's my whole point with what I'm saying right now and you know, in the video, and that nothing adds up, and there's no body, there's no, you know, other than that helpless 74-year-old man that it should have never happened to. That's the only real proof of any of this, other than his videos and live streams. That, you know, so I mean, and nothing just makes sense. So anyway, when I get more information, I will be sure to get it out to you guys. If you're new to this stream that's here, when it becomes a video, go back and watch the beginning of it so you can get more understanding of what's going on up to this point. Exactly, order of magnitude. Let us wait and see what the media puts out. I'm keeping notes, actually. I'm keeping notes of what's going on with this incident here and any other incidences that's going on. And that's why I don't pump out video after video after video. I want to make sure I got my facts before I do so. So, but I'm going to go ahead and end this now. My prayers and wishes are out to the family of any victims that may have been caused by this, and to all you guys that's watching this, to stay safe, stay vigilant, keep your eyes and ears open, watch for any crap. That you know, even if it's not in danger of yourself, if you can help somebody else that you see may be in danger, and you can do so without causing yourself to be harmed, do it. Because we got to band together, we got to stick together. Obviously, against the fake lying ass news media. You got the snowflakes, you got the liberals, you got this crap that's going on now, and the school shootings, and it just, you've got all that. We've got to band together. We got to show the you know, to help each other. We got to show the proof that we have, you know, to help each other stay informed, because obviously the mainstream media isn't going to do it. Later order of magnitude. So anyway, I'm going to bounce off. I keep saying that, but I'm going to go ahead and bounce off. It's already been about 30 minutes. Normally my streams last longer than that, but I want to keep this able to be like a video. So so don't scare people away, so that more people can see this stuff and form their own opinions and not just believe what the mainstream media is telling them. So thank you guys all for coming. Thank you guys all for everything you guys do for me. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. And God bless. Stay safe.